Good morning everyone, and welcome to my channel. It is 9:36, Wednesday, March 21st, and you are here with me in Stockholm. I'm in Stockholm. Friday is the premiere with the Royal Swedish Ballet, and it's slowly coming. Today is general rehearsal, and we are on stage again, and I'm so excited that this is coming to an end. It's quite bittersweet, and it's I feel so grateful to have been here and to be involved in something so great, and being part of history and staging this Forsyth piece is I don't know, I am beyond grateful as I am and live my whole life with gratitude. I am here with you to just express that this morning. It brings me to the topic of wearing masks, and you know about what wearing masks are. You know, every day, what is so special here with my channel, at least that's what I intend here, is that when I turn on the camera, I'm just being myself and removing the masks that perhaps that I wear, like sometimes because I'm a teacher and a rehearsal director, which or a stager of this legacy that I'm staging at the moment. And it makes me think about, you know, my personal self, and my personal self as I go to do jobs and roles that I have to so-called play. And I am constantly aware of those masks so these roles that we play in our lives, or yeah, I guess you could say that. So it's like life is a stage, like Shakespeare said, you know? And the masks that we wear when we're around certain people or doing certain jobs that we have to do. And for me as a freelancer, I have many jobs that I do, but you know, by having my own business and being my own boss, I can choose the masks that I wear. Now, I think there's nothing wrong with masks because, you know, also when you think about a parent, you know, when a parent is being a parent, there's perhaps a mask that parent wears, and that's just part of our conditioning and part of society. You know, it says that we have to be this, and so when you feel like in a job, you know, you're wearing a mask, and wearing a mask feels most comfortable because you become that role. But when you take that mask off when you get home, is who you really are. And you know, because when you're at home, you know, you feel perhaps more freedom. Now that's just my own experience. And here with my channel, Causey the Valiant on YouTube, is the brave, and the brave is just turning on the camera and just being myself, and whatever that is and whatever arises is what I am in that moment. And I recognize that the impermanence of all of those situations and feelings that I have when I am, and circumstance around, not circumstance, I wouldn't even say, or the moments that I turn on the camera is taking this mask off and just being myself. And recognizing that I am doing that and that I'm aware of it because the camera's on. So like, that's what my channel is about, and that's a beautiful thing to take off the mask. And in my jobs, I'm also, like in my jobs, I have to, like right now, so I have to be the stager, and I have a lot of responsibility, and I have to tell the dancers if they're good or not good, you know, or I have to give an opinion about my work or the work that is being done or being seen. And it's very interesting, and that's a whole nother topic about opinions. Now when I wear a mask, you know, I also know behind that it is myself, and what I'm learning in life, what I'm conscious of, is that opinions are opinions, and I can be in a certain mood when I see something, and I could compare, you know, this work that I'm doing is a masterpiece, and it's a legacy, and I'm carrying on that legacy, and I have seen some of the best dancers in the world dance this work over 25 years, more or less, and it's really interesting because there is rising, when I'm wearing this mask, rising like comparison comparison and what I've seen. So in the moment, it can easily compare and know that this is something that I want to share with people, and that there is a possibility to bring myself forward while I'm wearing this mask. And I hope that's making sense to you, because anyway, I'm here to talk about that and what I'm experiencing. And so I have to give constructive criticism also, and it's not always easy to do that, because you have to criticize, being critical in this job is very important. But I want to be conscious, more or less conscious of how I do that. And so I bring Maurice, Maurice, my person, into my jobs, and be conscious of how I'm working with people. So all of that is part of my job. Now, along with that, I want to read some quotes this morning about mask quotes and the masks that we wear. Today, realize, that when you go to work, wear a certain mask. When you're around your partner, you wear a certain mask. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're a parent, you wear a certain mask. And if you're, with siblings, you wear a certain mask, maybe. Or, I don't know, it all depends on yourself and however you see that. But we're definitely wearing masks all the time. Often around people than we are in our private lives. I want to read a quote by Jim Morrison, which is so cool. And he says, "The most important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. You trade in your reality for a role. You trade in your sense for an act. You give up your ability to feel, and exchange, put on a mask. There can't be any large-scale revolution until there's a personal revolution on an individual level. It's got to happen inside first." So I think that clarifies what I am here conveying with you right now. And that is that I, working on the inside of myself, and I want to bring that forward into my work, and to continue to develop consciously the people skills that I want to how I choose and want to be as a mentor and as a giver, like a giver. I want to give and be conscious of how I'm giving and how I'm affecting people, and especially myself also too. So that's a very interesting thing, and I think you can ponder it and think about it, and start sharing more or less your truth, which is really hard, because most people feel very, very comfortable when they wear certain masks around certain people, because then you don't have to really truly be and say what's on your mind and all of those kind of things that you would say with your friends as you gossip and all that kind of thing. And so it's a very, very interesting topic to consider, and to consider that you do wear that. And I'm not judging or labeling. I'm just saying that this is my perspective, and I'm being brave by saying that, because it is my truth, and my truth is why I'm here doing this channel, okay? Also, I want to read another quote by Greta Garbo. "Anyone who has a continuous smile on his face conceals toughness that is almost frightening." I think that is something interesting, because it's just a perspective about the mask thing. I think by, when I smile, I'm constantly aware of that, and I'm not always smiling, but I think as a choice in life, I choose life, and I choose all of my humanity, and I embrace my humanity, and but I make a choice on how I'm being. And if I'm wearing the mask at the time, then I'm not concealing anything, or feel like that I'm concealing. But I mean, I guess you know, that it arises and you feel like you are feel much more comfortable and you have to play a role, you know, that is something very interesting. So, you know, it can be very complex and it can be very confronting, and you know, as you grow older, or at least as I grow older, I start to realize the impermanence of the masks that we wear, and they change around who you're around, and that charade is kind of exhausting as well. So I'm just here just to share that with you this morning and inspire you to take a little bit more of that mask off and reveal your true self as much as you can, and whatever that is, and however you know, see your life and how you want to develop. And by me recognizing that, and recognizing the masks that I wear, or that I've worn, or that I do wear sometimes, or feelings, or all this complexity that somehow, some way becomes more simple when you start to become aware of it, conscious of it. So that's a very, very beautiful topic to talk about and to be honest about for me, and I just want to share that with you this morning. I love everything today. I'm feeling really, really grateful, and yeah. Thank you for sharing this moment with me, and I love you so much, and it's just the sun in my life is love, and it's the only truth for me. Thank you for watching, and have a beautiful, beautiful day, and a weekend. No, weekend. Gosh, just Wednesday. Gosh, it's flying by really fast. I leave on Sunday from Sweden, so have a beautiful day and time. Thank you. Thank you, Royal Swedish Ballet, for the dancers there. If any of you see this, I love you guys so much. Thank you.